Well, hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? It's a fantastic Tuesday in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. It's your host, BiggestRayRay, and we're doing our 49th day in a row of the self-quarantine live stream. We're social distancing like internet champions, but we're coming together in a single place to conversate and have a good time and get just some positivity in light of all the COVID-19 mess and anything else that's going on in the world. So happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's the 5th of May and Taco Tuesday. When those powers combine, what happens? We have awesome tacos and likely some Coronas and some margaritas or just whatever else. Maybe just have some salad and some iced tea, Diet Coke. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. I love it. So I've got to go to the grocery store today. We didn't get a chance to go shopping on Sunday, so we need some of the essentials. We need some groceries. And I'm going to be sure to include some stuff tonight so I can make some tacos here at the house. I didn't go to Taco Bell today because I don't want tacos right now. I'm going to make tacos at home later because it's Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo. Been looking forward to this day for a long time. So I've got to talk about this for a minute. And I was sad today. I was sad earlier today. And So some friends of mine are having a little shindig. Now, mind you, where I'm at in Oklahoma, right? You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. So it's good. But in any case, we know the stay-at-home order is lifted in Oklahoma. And I'm still staying in. I want to go out and celebrate. Long story short, I'm not. So I'm going to stay in. I'm going to play it safe. And that's how it is. I'm going to make some frozen margaritas later for myself. Dawn obviously is sick. She gets nothing like that. She'll probably get some ocean spray, like one of the little juice pouches or something, because those are fun. Kids love them. I like them. And she'll have some tacos later with us, and we'll explain to her what Cinco de Mayo is. She's old enough to understand that it's a holiday that's celebrated in Mexico, and we'll get into that with her, just as much as a 6-year-old can understand, right? And yeah, we'll go from there, and we're going to have some tacos, like legit tacos. So I'm seeing a bunch of comments over here in the room. Looks like Haley and Laura Goodell are with us today. And they've been having a big conversation here. That's awesome. So we'll bust out hey here in a minute and start giving some shout outs. But before I get there, my buddy Mike is hanging out with us again today. We're going to bring him on. So my best friend for over 20 years, he's coming to us right now from Richmond, Kentucky. He's also co-host of my podcast, or our podcast. I say mine. We're co-hosts. We run it, manage it, record it all together. So Mike Bradley from Craft Beer Bucket List. I hope he's paying attention because he's coming on literally not now. Hesitation. There he is. What's up, buddy?
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Unique New York.
Unique New York. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
That's right.
What do you think of my Corona beard?
It looks pretty stellar. I want to feel your beard.
This is lockdown beard.
Lockdown beard? There you go.
I don't know. Quarantine beard.
Quarantine beard.
Corona beard. COVID beard.
It doesn't matter anything right now. It's Corona. Like I've got a Corona ponytail growing out of my forehead. I hate it. I have my haircut scheduled for May 15th. So the salons are open now and everything else. I'm waiting another 2 weeks, Mike. I'm not going right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to deal with it. Actually, today's the 5th, so I got 10 more days. And even then, there's no walk-in appointments in Oklahoma right now. You have to schedule everything, and they're limited how many people they can have in a salon at a time. You have to wear a mask is required while you're getting a haircut. So that's interesting because I need my goatee and stuff trimmed. How are they going to?
Do you not trim your own goatee?
Rarely. I suck at it. I'm terrible at it. I try. I always make something uneven. Like I'll go if it gets too long, I'll go like around my upper lip so I'm not chewing on my mustache. But beyond that, I always screw it up. It's like I'm happy to pay the extra $5 or $7, whatever, and have a professional do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you know you suck at something, just pay the money and have it done right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my haircut was a Corona haircut. So.
Oh, did you do that at the house?
The wife did.
The wife did it for. There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean,
it looked all right.
That's not a cut. That's just like my hat.
No, okay. So look at Mike being cool, getting a little line shaved in there.
No, just from where the hat is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Have you ever had a shape or anything cut into your hair? Have you ever done that?
When I was a kid, I did. Like, you know how Vanilla Ice had those lines?
Yeah, man, I remember that.
I remember getting those because I thought that was super cool, and I had to be cool like Vanilla Ice. And then, I had like for a while, and I don't know, maybe I don't know if it was because we were poor or whatnot, but my dad cut all our hair, right?
Right.
So for a long time, it was just a two all over from front, everywhere. It's just a two. And then I remember my mom was like, yeah, they took the guard off. So it's, and it made those lines. But I mean, I rocked that. We called it a burr cut. Do you know, does that sound familiar?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
Okay.
either a burr or like a fuzzy onion. You ever heard it called
like
fuzzy onion?
my brother and I have rocked that for probably, I don't know, until I was 13, maybe 12. And then I grew my hair out. At one point, my hair was like almost down to my, not down to my shoulders, but like right in there. Right. Yeah. And I could pull it back, Not anymore.
I don't know how people do it. Like, this is driving me absolutely insane.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And it's not that long overall. I don't have long hair, but for me, this is stupid. I hate it every day.
We should do a video where Mike shaves BiggestRayRay's head.
Okay, maybe.
Dude, I've done hair before.
Yeah, I mean, I could shave my own head. I could do that.
I could fade it and stuff, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Then why didn't you cut your own hair?
It's harder on your own head.
Oh.
So I could everything I could see, I could do really well on. It's back here that, you just can't do as well.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense.
So,
I'm moving stuff on my desk, by the way, so I don't knock over my daily Dunkin'.
While you're drinking your daily Dunkin', I'm drinking a coffee porter beer that I'm not drinking it yet. I'm about to get it.
Oh, there you go. Purdy's Porter.
Yeah. So Purdy's is a local coffee shop and the local brewery here. Makes a beer with some other beans.
There you go. Well, cheers, my dude. Yeah. Everybody else out there, no matter what you're drinking, you got water, iced tea, lemonade. The cheers, internet cheers to y'all.
But so I heard yesterday, I think it was, is that you're going to call it quits at episode 50 of your live stream, right?
That is correct. That's coming up tomorrow.
Manana. All right.
Yeah.
So what do you got planned for tomorrow for your big bang out? So
I don't know. I mean, I reached out to a couple of folks to get guests, and I haven't heard back. I understand it's kind of a last minute asking, and people are busy, So, I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things. I wish I had thought of it sooner, so I could have better prepared. But the last minute stuff oftentimes doesn't go through, and I expect that. We're all adults. We all have families. We're busy, and I do it during business hours. So even that, it throws a lot of challenges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
So the stuff I would like to get, I mean, there's a lot of stores. I'm not going to go to Walmart just to get party poppers or some goofy little thing to do on here. So yeah.
Well, I'll say this, and I haven't watched all of them. I try to catch them when you're live, and then every now and then, if I'm doing something, I'll play one of your videos like as I'm doing something else, just so I can listen. Right. But what I'll say is I've been super impressed with your tenacity to keep it going. 50 days in a row is tough. I mean, there's times I don't even want to do anything 50 days in a row. Brushing my teeth, I don't want to do 50 days in a row. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So kudos to you. And I know I follow some of the comments either when I'm on here or if I'm just watching. And I try to be a troll sometimes with some of the comments people make, right? And just kind of, I don't know, I'm having fun, right? But it seems like a lot of people are really having a lot of fun chatting and interacting with you. And it seems like you're having a lot of fun doing it. I know it's got to be work to do do it every day on and on and on. So just a big kudos, man. It's been fun watching the process, and you never know, you might have found a new way to interact with folks is doing a live stream about different stuff. Maybe you don't have to do it every day. Maybe you do it once a week or once a month, and you make it a big deal. Yeah, no doubt. Like we talked even last night. We recorded episode 4 of our podcast last night for season 2. And one of the things for me, one of my big takeaways is learning more to just be myself. Because you've known me long. I'm a goofy dude. Like, I'm just ridiculously goofy. I'm over the top. I'm silly. That's just me. And I've become more comfortable in my own skin in what I'm willing to put online. Yeah. I don't hide anything or make myself not me in my edited videos. I've just, held back a little bit with the goofiness. Yeah.
maybe I should let that line shine more. I've done it here more and more as it's gone on. I'm like, I hold up a chicken, Mike. I brought this up. This is the silliest thing. It's like, why do I have a stuffed bird? One in my office. I'm like, I'm almost 40 years old. And I'm like, I have hey.
Yeah, I'll have to be honest. I don't have any stuffed animals in my office here.
Right? And it's all good. Like, did you see this the other day where I had my FedEx frog?
No.
Like it can't. I found this at a FedEx in Washington D.C. It even says FedEx on his little arm there, his little armband. Yeah. And I had this on the dashboard of my car for years. And this thing has been all over the country with me. Eventually, I got sick of it and just kept it. It was like a little thing for me. He's like, this dude and we've been around.
What was the stuffed animal you zip tied to the front of your van when you were working for that one company?
Oh my gosh. So I think it was like a pink bear or a pink monkey or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so long time ago as a telecom tech, and the folks, they probably don't know this. And I worked for a company and we installed, Cat 5 fiber optic coax cable, and we hooked up a lot of network devices for a huge tier 1 retailer, right? They've got thousands of stores all over the country. And I'm not going to say their name, but they're known for selling walls. And you can find the people of this tier 1 retailer online because people tend to dress funny when they go shop there. But I traveled the country doing stuff for that. It was long before my current job. I started that.
Does it rhyme with small dart?
Yes, it does. Okay. And so they always have these little dollar crane machines out in the front lobby, and I love to play those, and I was good at it. As I'd pull out stuffed animals, and I'd keep them over the course of a project. We'd be gone from home 2 or 3 months at a time. And are you doing that on purpose, by the way? Did his screen freeze, or is he that good at just sitting still? Uh-oh. No, his screen froze. So, but anyway, I play these crane machines, and I'd bring home like a big trash bag of them. But I'd put one, I'd like to zip tie him on the front of whatever service vehicle I had, especially the holiday season. Like you get like a little Christmas animal, I'd zip tie that. And the ones I brought home, I'd donate. I'd give them to the local police or whatever, or something. I'd give them away. I had no use for them. But just some fun thing for me. And now every once in a while I find a stuffed animal I like. Like, you know what? I like hey. I like my little Pac-Mans up here. Yeah. It's backwards with the camera. But there, those guys, those make me happy. And my emotional support cheeseburger. And my little narwhal. I found that at a Walgreens one night. I even took a picture of it, and I found it with wifey and put on the Instagrams. Just little stuff like that makes me happy, dude. So I just need to be more comfortable with that and sharing that with the people.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting that you look at different ways of interacting with the public. So like I know through my job, right, is I have different interaction personalities with students, with other faculty, with administration than I do with you or with my family or whatnot, right? And sure. So you try to adjust these personalities and these interactions in a way that still is you. But you're not gonna, and not making fun of you, you're not gonna hold up a chicken while you're interacting with your boss, right? But you're still the same Ray. Sure. So it's all about, which quasi facade are you putting out there depending on what you're doing, right? And because everybody can be goofy and everybody has these weird intricacies about them, these quirks or whatnot. And where do you, how transparent, honest are you, depending on what the outlet is? It's tough. I've had questions, when I'm doing teleconferences or whatnot, because this is my office, and sure. I don't have a webcam, I have a Surface, so I can't like rotate it around for you. But like this, the Longhorn skull over. If you look over here, look over there, going that way. I have a shelf of a bunch of Star Wars stuff. And depending on what I'm doing is where I'm positioned with my stuff, and people see a little bit of that personality, right? And so they see a guy that has fishing pictures, Star Wars stuff. Across here, I've got some posters from national parks and whatnot. So it's all about trying to do that in the best way possible, but not crossing any lines. And what does that mean? I don't even know. even down to like my desk that I have on my desk that I work on is actually just a giant door, a solid door that we painted black. And then I've been sticking parks and beer stickers all over it. So, it's the one side is about 70% covered with beer, brewery, and parks stickers. And so that's a personality thing too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So you got to let that personality shine, Ray. You got to do it.
Yeah.
I think light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
That's one of Dawn's favorite songs to sing. I play that for her on guitar. We sing that together. She loves it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like here on YouTube, it's like I don't want to be my professional self because how I am at work is very different. I live in a very corporate environment, which I don't fit in very well, but I have to operate in that environment. You have to speak a certain way. There's a lot of things you can't and can't say, or can and you should say and shouldn't say. So I'm trying to spill out there. How I talk to people that are assigned to my accounts and work for me, I talk to them differently than I do other levels of management and above where I'm at. And so, no, I definitely recognize that sentiment, but I don't want to be that person here. And this is YouTube, right? I want to be just Ray and put those other hats to the side. So, but no, I didn't think of it like that. You're absolutely right. So I just got to get more comfortable with me.
Yeah, so, and I guess I've known you for so long that, not only do I know the goofy Ray, but I've seen the different facade. I'm using the word facade here, and I don't mean it in a bad way. We all have them, right? These different interaction personalities, right? But I've seen all the different Ray facades, and just like you've seen mine, right? I mean,
sure.
And so I guess when I see you in different, motifs or different actions and all that, then I'm like, well, he's doing this or he's doing that, just like. When we're around your parents, right, and you act a different way, and as your friend for a while, right, and you say, I'm cluing in, like, hey, this is a little bit more serious moment because Ray's not acting like a goofball, right? And then there's times when you're around your parents that you are very goofy, and I cue into that. So I think where I'm going with that is I think you being goofy and being yourself and letting that personality shine through allows all the people that are watching you and talking to you, they have a little bit more comfort that this is a very safe place where they can be themselves, let their personality. And I know chatting, it's hard, it's a little bit harder to see a personality in a comment, but
sure.
Still, they're saying things and, being funny and sharing things that are a little bit more personal because that's where you're being. So I think that helps too.
No, absolutely. I agree with that. And so, I mean, I talk about the comments all the time, but dude, that fuels so much for me. And I love that. The biggest thing, Mike, is seeing people talk to each other in the comments. It's not just a conversation with me and the person typing. It's a conversation amongst the folks watching the video.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it like that, but no, it's like I've tried to foster that environment and to see it happen. It's wow. It's incredible. And again, that's not me. I just create a space. The people still have to be willing to talk to each other.
But you're creating, not only are you creating a space, but you're fostering and nurturing that space as well. I don't know. You were always, when we met and we were younger, you were always in the chat rooms too. Like you enjoyed that interaction on chat rooms.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
And because I remember, we'd be hanging out and you're like, oh, let me get on here and talk to somebody real quick. They were your friend. And some people you knew in real life and some people I don't think you did, like it was all internet or virtual friends, whatever term you want to use. But
right.
That was always an outlet for you and you enjoyed that. So
yeah, no, absolutely. I've always been, it's easier for me to talk to somebody. Like even I can talk to the camera and I know you're right there. And it's like, we're having this conversation. It's easier for me to look at a camera or to express myself typing than it ever is if another actual human is right there in front of me. I kind of close off. I've been very transparent about that. I started seeing a counselor in December and that's something that's been addressed. And something I'm working through, right? The challenge as a human, I've got to learn and develop and get better at. But no, that's always been like I won't say an escape, but it's a safe outlet because I don't have to always worry about judgment or how someone's going to react to that. So I have no idea how someone's reacting because they're on the other end of a keyboard too.
Well, yeah, and I think what you'll probably find out is the people on the other end of the keyboard are the same way. Is that they're connecting with you, and while there's a safety and a nurturing environment, there's still that there's that distance and that barrier, or whatever you want to call it, that the filter that's there, that like they could say, hey, this is my online thing. It's so if there's anything that I don't like or anything that's hurtful, I've got a buffer, right?
No,
I think that's good. I remember when online chatting was really ramping up in the 90s, and people were very negative about it. Like, you don't know who this person is. They could be anybody across the internet.
Yeah.
This man's acting like he's a little girl and attracting a little boy, or whatever they said. Right. And I think a lot of that's just complete baloney, but nonetheless, it provided outlets for people to reach out and meet people that needed that. And there's a reason it was so popular, and there's a reason this is popular, right? Is people still need that outlet to connect with other people in their own way, in their own safety, in their own space.
Right. No, absolutely. And we know there are the people that take advantage of that and do those disgusting things. But I think in the overall, that's a very small percentile of the population that does utilize the power of the internet to connect with other people. We have to be aware of those assholes. I'll just say it how I see it. But yeah, we know they exist, and I hope they all get caught and are in prison, especially with those that target children, because I have zero love, zero tolerance for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm with you though. It creates that space, and I'm certainly glad it's become a social norm, because especially in a time like this, it helps.
Yeah, chat rooms have changed so much. I remember when I was real young, like there was ICQ, and then there was AOL Instant Messenger, and then Yahoo chat rooms got real big, and all it's kind of in that realm, right? And I remember, and I don't know, I'm not in that game anymore, right? I don't even know if chat rooms really exist like they did. But people have found other ways to connect virtually, like dating, right? Like used to, internet dating was like, whoa. And now they've got apps where you can just click, I want to meet you, and boink, and get on with my life.
Yeah.
So it's completely changed.
Right thing. What is it? Tinder?
Tinder. Yep.
Is that the one you swipe right? It is way after that came out, after I was married. So I'm out of the game. People talk about it. You learn.
Yeah.
And a few others like that. But yeah, it's
craziness. And just like people are like, you don't meet people off the internet, but now you literally have an app with the Uber that you summon people off the internet and get into a random stranger's car and drive away. So it's just, the whole thing's flipped. It's changed, and hopefully it is still, safe. And I know there's always, problems that are going to prop up, but the internet's changed it so much.
It has. So I'm going to take a quick caveat, Mike.
Yeah.
One thing I love about the internet, people send me pictures of their food. And I've got another one. So Haley, I think she was the first to comment today. Happy Tuesday, Ray and everyone. I sent a pic on Twitter of after lunch. So I went to my Twitter account, Mike, and I saw this. And hopefully it comes through okay. But there's some milk soda, I think that's what it said, and chocolate balls. I like balls of chocolate, like Milk Duds.
Yeah, so that's like malt balls, right?
I love those. So I don't know about that. I've never seen either of these, the drink or the snack. I know, our friend Haley tunes in from Sweden, so this is local to her, but I want to try both of these.
Yeah.
And the power of the internets showed me something new. And
the power of the interweb.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we should probably give some shout outs too, Mike. What do you think?
Give your shout outs.
Because we talked about the chicken. Hey needs to show up, and he's eyeballing your beer, Mike. He's wanting some of that. He's like, bad chicken. Chickens don't drink beer. Silly chicken. So, but we got hey, and we need to give some show. Hey, Haley, thank you for being here. I see Laura Goodell is hanging out with us, and they had a fantastic conversation before we actually got to go live today, Mike. And let's see here. Stephanie Carper's tuning in. Hello, Stephanie. How you doing today? Thank you for being here again. And
I subscribed to Stephanie's YouTube channel.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for doing that. And Miss Fox Queen, so I've got to be careful with this. So just because she seems like a really sweet girl, but she's a minor, so I have to be careful, right? And this is nothing against you. Excuse me. She talked about posting a video of her singing, and I did. I went and looked at that. So it's a good job. You got a fantastic start. So keep up the good work. Don't give up. Keep going. But it's one of those things. Because of YouTube and it being a minor, I can't point anybody to that channel. It's not safe. It's not a good idea. And that's nothing against you, Miss Fox Queen, but I've got to be safe and follow the rules. So we know she's got a channel. We know she posts videos. If you're into people singing, right, give her some support, give her some encouragement and whatnot. But I've got to be safe in the internet world. And so all I want to say is good job. Keep up the good work. Don't stop singing. If that's what you love, absolutely keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Yeah, you always love seeing these youngins, kind of flex those creative minds, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep on keeping on.
And so Raven plays, hey to you. Thanks for being here. Our friend JJ from Germany's tuning in today. I hope you're doing well. I like that picture of your kitty, by the way. It looks very comfy laying there on the grass. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, Haley says, hi, Mike.
Haley.
And Laura's is not a fan of beards.
Oh, whatever, Laura. I'm not a fan of Laura's.
So, man, I've been rocking facial hair, gosh, since I was in high school. Very, very little have I gone without having it. So Mika's back tuning in from Belgium. Hello, Mika. How you doing today? Hey.
I love that hat, Mika.
I know that's a cool hat, right?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
So who else have we got? Oh, hey, Ann's hanging out with us again today. Hello, Ann. Woo! Big hugs to Mike and Ray from the UK.
Man, University of Kentucky. That's not too far away.
Do what now?
I was joking. It was a joke. It was a bad joke.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed one. So Weenie Boy's hanging out. Don't forget to like this video. I'm going now. Goodbye, everyone. So Weenie Boys always remember to give the video a thumbs up. I love that. Yeah. So I'm doing well. Thank you, Miss Fox Queen. Today's a great day. It's Taco Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, all at the same time. And she's drinking fruit juice. That's good. Nothing wrong with that.
With no artificial sweeteners, I hope.
Right. And so look at this. You're awesome, Ray. 50 days in a row is a big accomplishment.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
So she agrees.
So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the kind words. I really do. And thank you, Ray. You helped me a lot with your streams. So you guys, I tell you what, the Ray family and folks that tuned in, just stumbled on the stream. That helped me out a lot, dude. Like, no joke. For my own sanity, my mental health, it's helped me a lot. So definitely not one-sided. It's definitely we've all helped each other out here. So I like that. Nothing wrong with being silly. My husband's in his 50s, and he still asked me to make him a baby Yoda for his desk.
Awesome. Carmen, can you make me a baby Yoda? Please. I love baby Yoda. So before you go on to the next comment, today I watched the final episode of season 7 of the cartoon, The Clone Wars on Disney Plus.
Yeah, how was that?
So this is the one that, brings together the end of the Clone Wars with episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Brings it together. So good, man. So good. As a Star Wars fan, it was fantastic. I look forward to a lot of things to come, man. It was awesome.
Well, good. It is something else I love. I love our level of entertainment that the internet has brought. It's changed how we receive content, for good and bad. I sit down sometimes with a tub of ice cream and a bottle of wine, and before I know it, it's like I'm only through episode 2 and I'm out of ice cream and wine.
What's a show that you're watching right now that you'd recommend?
So I just finished The Last Kingdom. So I'm a big fan of that. I started the Medici last night. Both of these are on Netflix. I like hi-fi, like history fiction. I'm a big fan of that. I just finished season 3 of Westworld on HBO. Holy cow! If you've never seen that, dude, that is just a. I almost said a daddy word with that, but it's a great mental stimulation, right? So just like the show Firefly, if you ever saw that, they took like the Wild West and outer space and put it together, made it work. So they took a very futuristic Wild West and combined it with AI and some other stuff, and it's just a ridiculous set of twists, amazing plot, acting, and I love it. So, check this out. We're going to bring on a random guest, Mike.
Cool.
So wifey's calling me. Hey, wifey, you're on speaker and we're on the live stream right now. You okay?
I'm okay.
Can,
Thanks, babe.
yeah, everyone can hear you right now. You might as well say hi.
Hi.
Poor wifey.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Are you
on the way home?
Okay.
So I wanted to call and say that I wasn't sure
Okay.
what was going on. So
no, live stream every day at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, honey.
I know, but sometimes I can call and
No, okay.
get through.
Yeah, well, you got through, and the whole world is hearing you right now, and your blinker, your turn signal. We all know you're driving.
Oh my goodness.
So, but anyway, honey, I'll let you go, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right,
love you too. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
So, wifey's on her way home from work right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my shows right now. Like we've talked, I'm a huge fan of Ozark. Absolutely love that show. Mindhunter is another great show on Netflix. I'm super excited for season 3 when it comes out. What's another show on there I like? The Witcher. I think that was a great show.
So we watched all of The Witcher maybe a month or so ago. We started Ozark. Dude, I don't know. Like Ozark's a little too much for me. Like so growing up from around generally that area, right? Like not in Missouri, but
right
in that general area. So much of that is just junk. Like, so, like there's some things that are a little accurate, but so much of it is just like, you're like, yeah, if you're around from the area, you're like, oh, that's right on. And then the next thing you're like, that's a bunch of baloney.
Right.
Plus, I don't know. So I don't watch a lot of TV. I think you know that. So when I do, I want to be, I have high expectations. I'm like, I'm taking my time. And that first episode, and so I don't know, we watched 4 or 5, and it's so intense. I'm like, dude, like I don't want to. I'm here to relax, not get tense.
Right.
My time watching TV is at like 9 o'clock at night after the kids have gone to bed. And, I'm just there to relax and chill and just wind down. And I didn't do that with that. And so there's some things that, I'll probably end up watching more of it. Don't get me wrong. But the Ozark is just it was the anxiety inducing. And then the fact that there was some obvious glaring problems with some of the plot, or not the plot. So some of the things that they're trying to say are Ozark or, that area of the country.
Right.
So, but we just finished watching season 2 of Afterlife with Ricky Gervais, and I'm a big fan of that show for a variety of reasons. But I really like that. Beyond that, I watched the Clone Wars, and I know somebody in there said, that the Clone Wars was awesome, and I think so too. And the Mandalorian, which you haven't seen yet, and you're about to get the best friend thumbs down.
I know.
Because the Mandalorian was really cool. And you talk about marrying, you said Firefly, marrying the Western and the sci-fi. That's exactly what the Mandalorian is too. It's, the spaghetti Western type feel with the Star Wars stuff. So
right on. No, I'm excited to see it. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. I love that. Netflix is my go-to. When I sit down, I turn it on. It's habit. I've been watching Netflix like that for years. Where I think like, oh, I also have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is. Habit, me being lazy and just falling back on habits.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything else I've watched recently. I've been watching Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events with the kids recently. Like, so every other night or so we'll watch an episode.
Right on.
Man, it is so goofy. I love it though. I'm into it. It's got the kid, the Doogie Howser guy, I forget his name, and some other folks in it. It's really fun.
I've not seen that before.
Yeah. It's really there. So Dawn may be a little bit young to catch some of it, and it may be a little bit, and because she's a little bit younger, but I think for the 8 and older, how old is Dawn? Like 6?
She's 6.
Yeah, that's right. So I think 8, 9 years old, they start to they could probably pick up on some of that. So because it's just dark enough that it's it's mysterious, but not scary.
Right.
And the guy that played, what's the guy? Neil Patrick. What's his name? Neil Patrick.
Is it Harris?
Harris. God, whatever. Neil
You know
Patrick
what you're
Harris.
talking about.
Carmen Clemens piped up down there. So thank you, Carmen. So he does a fantastic job playing Count Olaf. So it's pretty fun. Anyway, we've been watching that.
Right on, man. I've got a lot of comments. I paused.
Yeah, catch up, dude. Catch up your comments.
You know, I have a lot actually. Like, wow. Oh gosh. So I had stopped on this one. So hi guys, it's hard to believe that 50 days have gone by already. Time goes quickly when you're having fun. Yeah, no doubt, right? And so Mika asks, how are your families doing? So how's your family, Mike? How's the wife and the kids?
Everybody's going fine. I think the hard part is, we're all cooped up for so long that we're getting to the point where we just need to get out and do something without, we're not trying to like get around other people, but it's just a matter of like last night. And I talked to you about this on our podcast is the wife got home and I just left. I was like, I got to leave and be gone for a little bit. And it's not even about anything bad. Nothing bad happened. Kids are kids. They're little punks sometimes, but my kids are good kids. Just like, and Don's a good kid, right? But sometimes you just need a break. It's just your brain is mush. And so I just took my fishing poles and I left, and I didn't catch a darn thing, dude. I got 0 bites, but I didn't care. It was some of the best 3 hours of the last couple of weeks just being out of here. But beyond, so there's that, right? So you got to have those moments, self-care kind of moments. But beyond that, everybody's doing good. This is the last week of homeschooling. It's the last week. I'm doing finals for my real job at Eastern Kentucky University. So there's a lot of things that are kind of wrapping up. And I know it's it's the last week of all of that. So that's the last week of stress, for like real stress for me. After this week is over, or maybe halfway into next week, things will be better.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
How about you and your fam and your kiddo?
Oh, so we're good. So in my day job, all my projects are currently on hold because of COVID. There's we talked about there's a lot of administrative work to do. I've been working with one of my admins at our command center, and we've been just pouring over numbers because my spreadsheet doesn't line with hers as far as what we're tracking. And we've been going to today and yesterday, just line by line, looking at all the locations in New York that we've sent people to, and just make up sure our data lines. When you have hundreds and hundreds of things installed and you're off by like 5, it's like we have to pour through every serial number, every detail to find those 5 that are off. It's not hard work. It's time consuming. It's just like, Man. But while we're on hold, this is the best time to do it. This is the best time to utilize that time to find those things. So for me, work is great. I'm still busy. This is Dawn's last week of school. I'm thankful for that. It's been a challenge and one that I'm glad I've been able to take on and I think conquer. It was only 5 weeks long, and her teacher said they gave us 1 full school year worth of curriculum. So like, we don't expect you to go through all this. We're just giving you a lot, and whatever you chew through is going to be good. So I can say Dawn and I have gone through well over 50 books in 5 weeks. We watched that many more videos. Like, they have books that would like animated books. So we've doubled that. So we're at almost 100 books in 5 weeks, or it will be that by the time we finish Friday. I've got stacks of printable material that I've printed off and whatnot. So I'm ready for it to be over with. Like, I'm done. I'm not a teacher. This is not my jam.
Right.
But it was a good experience overall. Definitely. I've always loved teachers. I appreciate those folks, but I have a much deeper appreciation for that. Even just quasi being in their shoes with my own kid. I couldn't imagine having 25 and trying to teach them. That's just not where my headspace is. So I know you get that. You're a professor. You teach, adults, but I'm sure you get that to a point.
Yeah. I mean, I think some of it too is, and you're in the same boat, is, and I do appreciate teachers, and I love them. And I think they have a big heart and a hard job. But with that is, there's a lot of people that are at home like me that are doing their full-time job and trying to make this happen. And so what's really happening with me is, from 7 to like 8:30, I'm in my office doing stuff. Right. And then from the time they get up and want breakfast, and we get breakfast going till 4 o'clock ish, I really don't get a whole lot done with my real job. And so I make that up at night. And so just like tonight, after we get done with this, I'll eat dinner, and then I'll come back in here and I'll start grading final papers, senior projects and stuff like that. And then on the weekends, so, I won't get it all done this week. So on the weekend, Saturday morning, I'll be in here. I'll probably get up around 6:37, come in here with my coffee and get to cracking. And I think that's the hardest part. And, and I love my kids and I love teachers. But I'm doing two full-time jobs, like my youngest, she's 8. And I'm telling you, from about 8 o'clock until about 3:30 today, it was hard. It was hard, being on top of it, trying to teach her and, and also trying to teach her in a way that doesn't conflict with what her teacher's doing beforehand. Like, the teacher said I would do it this way. Okay, well, that's not wrong. It's just not how I would do it. So you're trying to marry all those things. And so it's really tough. And so my heart goes out to teachers, but my heart goes out more to all the parents that are at home trying to hold down a full-time job and teach their kiddos and keep up with everything, much less the people that have more than one. I'm pretty lucky. My 11-year-old is a little bit more self-sufficient, needs a little help here and there, right, with math and whatnot. But I can't imagine having like a 6 and an 8-year-old or a 7 and a 9-year-old. I'm lucky. I got 8, but it's tough, man. And I can't, I know summer's coming and, I can't wait for it. But I want everybody to stay the heck inside and stay the heck away from everybody so that my kids can go back to school in August.
Oh, right.
That's just the way it is. And I know everybody's stir crazy and cabin fever, and I've got that too, but stay the hell away from me, and everybody else, just so we can be safe and we can get on with our lives.
No, I agree.
My opinion only.
Oh, sure. And I'm of the same mindset. It's like I'm very much an extrovert. I'm around people a lot, and that's been the number one stressor for me. And everything. I don't want to dive into that too much, but it's like I'm willing to sacrifice for another couple more weeks if that's what it takes. Hell, I'm in 50 days at this point. What's another 14? It's not like I'm tied to a wall taking a beating. You know what I mean? Which we know happens. I'm not trying to make fun of that, but as much as it sucks, it's not that bad. I have a nice home. What am I bitching about? Being real. It's like I'm blessed. I just have to hunker down and deal with it. And it's find stuff to do to make it worthwhile. So and in Oklahoma, more and more folks like me, our numbers are dwindling. Folks trying to stay safe. Everyone's all just ready to go and get out, make life normal again. It's like, so it's whatever. I've been in the minority before, having the least popular opinion. That's fine. But like, well, I'm doing what I think is best for me. So you do you. We're in a free country. We're very blessed to be in America. Like, let me make my decisions. I'll let you make yours. If you want to be judgy, that's you, man. I don't judge you. I might think you're dumb. I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah. being the higher education person, right? And you hear what these people are saying and doing, and man, my heart breaks. I get mad. I really get mad. But then my heart just breaks as some of these things that people are saying. I'm like, you are not. And there's a difference between being stupid and unintelligent, right?
Sure.
Ignorance versus stupidity. So ignorance is I don't know yet. Stupidity is I'll never know because I don't have the ability to know this something, right?
Right.
So it's the matter of this ignorance that's going around, and people are like they just don't care. And like the herd immunity is a real thing. If we protect everybody, then everybody's better for it. That's the way it is. But some of the stuff that's going on, and not to get too political, but some of our leadership in certain areas is very terrible, very terrible. And that's bad too. And then, we've got healthcare professionals that are saying to stay inside as long as you can. Okay. We're not staying inside. I keep saying stay inside because that's what we're doing today.
Right.
The star of the show has appeared.
She has.
So, Dawn.
No.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you give your dad a noogie on top of his head for me? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right there.
Oh my gosh, double noogies. Oh,
And then you got to give him a soft pat on the cheeks like you love him. Soft pat like you love him. Yeah.
Thank you, Don. It looks like I got a cool haircut again.
Yeah, you got
Hey,
like
Don, will you
Chewbacca
rest your chin on the
going
top of my head real quick? No.
Groovy Ray.
Oh, so cool looking. Woohoo. Yay.
I think Ray should do the mullet cut.
The mullet cut. Oh, I would, man. Yeah, you know, if I did that, Mike, I would ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because they could never get to this level of awesomeness with the mullet, Mike. So I'm doing the world a service by not growing a mullet.
Excuse me, Daddy.
What, honey?
Almost a ballerina.
Oh, you're almost a ballerina?
You have to see? That
Mhm.
It's one of the hardest steps.
Oh.
Mom, say that. One footstep.
What is she?
Oh.
Goodness.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Just off camera, Dawn is standing on one foot because that's a real hard ballerina move.
Hey, you know what? Just you gotta support the arts, Ray.
I do. She's doing fantastic. I think she's gonna be the star of Swan Lake or something, or Black Swan, whatever it is.
That is Black Swan is not what you're going for.
No, okay. I don't know
the movie?
what's about LA.
I do.
Oh.
I watched Ballerina, and it says that a kid teach me how to be a ballerina.
Oh, okay. So hey, Dawn, you want to say some hi to people here?
Yes.
You say hi, Miss Fox Queen.
Hi, Miss Fox Queen.
You say hi, JJ.
Hi, JJ.
And hi, Raven Plays.
Hi, Raven Plays.
Let's see here. Hi, Haley.
Hi, Haley.
And let's see, who is this? Oh, say hi to Ann.
Hi, Ed.
Yay. Uh-oh, who's this? So, Ewo, I want to see you, not your friends. That's okay. So the thing is, here's the thing, man. I appreciate you being here, and that's fine. But you can still see me. I'm not hiding, and this is my best friend Mike. So he's certainly welcome on this platform. Anybody else I bring on. So yeah, man. So I'm not gonna say anything hateful. That's not what I do, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you have a fantastic Taco Tuesday. And I'm not going anywhere. Or am I? That won't be mean. And Dawn left. She decided to go. So thanks for saying hi. Also, Kathleen, I appreciate you being here. Also, Carmen Clemens, thank you for saying hi. So
JJ's YouTube also agrees you should do the mullet.
Oh, you should grow mullet. If this stuff continues here and I will barely meet anyone, I might grow a mullet. You should do it.
See?
Oh, look at this. Dude, Ewo, I appreciate you feeling comfortable enough on my platform to just speak your mind. Okay, I think you are another stupid YouTuber, and you're probably right. So kudos. I check all in America. So that's great, my friend. Wherever you're tuning in from, thanks for being here, man. And you're not going to get anything negative out of me. So in this corner up here, nope, that one, I am a stupid YouTuber. It says hashtag be biggest. Be what makes somebody else's day great. If nothing else, I will be nice to you regardless what you say. And if you know, no matter what happens, be like, Elisa was one stupid YouTuber who was nice to me. So I hope you have a great day, man. Like seriously, I hope you have the best Taco Tuesday / Cinco de Mayo ever, wherever it is you're tuning in from, man.
You know, if you spell his first name backwards, it spells Owie.
Owie, it does.
So
I like that.
And that's kind of cute. So
Yeah.
he's kind of cute. With his cute little name.
Right. See, oh, thank you, Miss Fox Queen says, right. No, you're awesome. Well, thank you, honey, for being friendly. I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't get trolls on here too often. And when I do, it's like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And I say this to people. I get invited to speak at panels at some local, Comic Cons and stuff. Because I'm through the Tulsa YouTubers group. They reach out to our leader, Carissa, and we get to do panels. And one of the questions that comes up all the time is like, how do you deal with negative comments, or how do you deal with trolls? And I tell everybody, I want 10,000 trolls. I want 10,000 people to say mean, negative things to me. And I always lead off with that. And people look at me like, why do you want 10,000 people that are mean? Why do you want 10,000 haters? I'm like, when I've reached a threshold of 10,000 haters, I probably have at least 1 million people that love me. And so if you take the negative and you own it and you give it a category, like I want this much hate because it'll equal exponentially that much more love. So thank you, Ewo. You're adding to my group of 10,000 people. And again, nothing negative against you, but when people say stuff like that, and it's like, no, you're building me up. You're not doing me any harm. You're helping me get to a goal that I want to have. 10,000 haters and 1 million folks that love my content, love what I do. So
it's kind of like the Martina McBride song, 10,000 Angels. You're like,
right?
I need 10,000 haters.
Right. And so I don't mind. I don't let it get under my skin. It is what it is, man. I know in a former life, I was a jerk. I said a lot of mean things. And sometimes I get angry and I pop off at the mouth. I'm human.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's the internet. Here I let people say what you want. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like me. Say what you want. It's fine. I'm not going to shut anybody down or censor anybody.
Ray, we love you.
No, I love you too, Mike. You know what? We should get everybody a big internet hug. Internet hugs. Yay. Well, the world needs more love, Mike. The world needs more love. And I'm not perfect. I make mistakes every day, but damn it, I do my best. And now maybe I should grow this mullet.
I'm telling you.
Maybe I should
do it. I actually think you've got probably you've got the real dark hair, which I'm jealous of, right?
Right.
So with the real dark hair, you could get a mullet, and then you could probably get it back there, and then get it in like the Steven Seagal like ponytail.
Ooh, yeah. That could star in a karate movie. Save the world.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I would do. So why not?
Like this. Big hugs.
Yeah.
Big hugs. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy, he likes your name, Michael.
No, what he spelled was Michael. Like that's my evil nemesis or my alternate personality.
Right on.
Michael.
So and our new friend here is coming to us from Poland. I love that. So
yeah.
it's been a while since I've had a friend from Poland, in the live stream. So we know we got JJ tuning in from Germany. Our friend Mika's tuned in from Belgium. Haley's from Sweden. Our friend Ann's tuning in from the UK. And now we've got Poland in here as well. I love that. So talk about mullets, but I wonder who could pull off a better afro.
It would not be me, dude. My hair is like very straight.
Yeah.
Like I see like Colin Kaepernick and with his fro and whatnot, and I'm like, it does look cool. It does.
Right.
It can be me. I don't think it can be you either. I don't think you have the hair for it.
No, I don't either. And so I just deleted a comment, by the way. So yeah, I did delete it. So I don't mind F-bombs, but we're not going to say anything racially charged. No love for that. You can say whatever you want to about me, but I would encourage everybody. I'm not going to single anyone out, but don't be a racist. And if you're not, don't put that stuff up here. I won't tolerate it. If I see it, I'll get rid of it. I do miss comments, admittedly.
Well, I just and I don't know Raven Plays if who that is, but what I was going to say is, it's one of those things that I remember the first time that I I never really cared about a mullet, or not a mullet, a fro, right? Whatever, it's somebody's hair. But I remember seeing Beyonce in one of the Austin Powers movies, and she was rocking it.
Oh yeah,
and it was awesome.
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Right. Oh, and Nina's tuning in today also. Hello, Nina. Thank you for being here. Our friend from Israel. So we got folks from all over the place. And again, from Poland, we got Poland joining us here on Facebook. So I like it, man. I love the global audience. I love the reach that we have with the power of the internet. It's a beautiful thing, Mike. We're spreading positivity, man. We're making the world a better place, one day at a time, just by being real, being ourselves, and being friendly.
So,
goodness, excuse me.
Something I just thought of when I was talking about Beyonce is I need to know, Ray. Who's your celebrity crush?
Oh gosh, so I've got a handful, Mike.
Yeah, so do I. So spill.
So my number one is probably Katy Perry. Avril Lavigne was one for years, and man, there's another one. I talked about Westworld, and I don't know a lot of celebrities' names, but the nice lady that plays Dolores on the show, I don't know anything about her in person, right? But I love the character she plays, and she just looks like the person, like the girl next door, like literally the girl next door, like somebody you can just like hang out with and be a friend. You know what I mean? Or if it's in a relationship, just whatever. It just seems like somebody I'd want to hang out with. Maybe not drink a beer, just hang out with. Like, hey, let's go grab a cheeseburger and a milkshake and just talk. So not even anything in a weird way, but almost like the platonic crush. Is that wrong to say?
No.
Of course, I think she's very attractive. I have no problem saying that. But like the platonic crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. What about you, my dude? Oh, Kathleen likes John Bon Jovi.
You go.
So nothing wrong with that.
He's not my celebrity crush.
No, mine either.
I'd say my top celebrity crush, like if we're going, top tier, trying to get at the top of that screen, top tier is Bryce Dallas Howard. She's the redhead that plays in the new Jurassic World movies.
Oh, right on.
Next, still pretty high up there, is Jennifer Garner. I think she really, really looks like the girl next door, but she's probably the hottest, most attractive girl next door you'll ever find. So you got those two, right? And those are pretty high on my list. And then like Marion Cotillard. Do you know that name?
I don't.
Remember when Batman and Bane were at each other in that movie, and there was a chick that was actually the pulling the strings behind Bane?
Oh, right.
That's Marion Cotillard.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and she's pretty attractive. And then one of them that's been consistent. So those are all whatever. But one of them that's been consistently on my list for a long time is the dark-haired girl that plays in Two Broke Girls. What's her name?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know her name.
And everybody knows her because she's got a big bosoms, right? But I think she's cute. I mean, and that's it. I think that's it. Is all these girls I think they're all just very cute. I don't like you see these. I'm not a fan of sexy, stereotypical women. Like people are like, oh, this she's real sexy or what. And I'm like, hey, Kat Dennings. Thank you, JJ. Kat Dennings. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I see that there.
Kat Dennings has been on my list for a very long time. I think she's really cute. I think she's got a kind of a sassy personality, which I kind of dig. But overall, and those are my some of my top favorites, I would say. And there's ones that come and go. I think that Kate Blanchett has been on my list for a long time too, and I think she's still beautiful. Like you said, I don't know anything about these people other than, I don't know. Bryce Dallas Howard, I've read enough about her that I think she's kind of a goofball that I like it. I like that. But like Kate Blanchett, she's just classically beautiful. I don't even know, that's just it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, JJ said she was in Thor, and she was in Thor. She was, she played a small part, but, and then Kat Dennings has been, I don't know, man, awesome. Very cute.
I agree, man. I saw it. I'm seeing some shaloms in here.
Yeah.
I love that. Not only did she say shalom to me, our friend Nina, people, she's give a shout out to other people in the chat also. And I love that. And they're saying it back. So just, again, see, Infish Shalom, dear UK. Hope it gets better over there. I'm just saying, I'm calling it out because I love that. I love it. I love it. And JJ even says, Avril would be my celebrity crush too. I got tickets for her in March for music reasons. I'm picking on you, JJ. Hopefully it will be really be rescheduled, not canceled. As a teen, Miley Cyrus was my crush.
I want to bring up Miley Cyrus. Can I talk about Miley Cyrus?
Sure.
So I to be completely honest, is I put her in the same category as Justin Bieber, and follow me here. Is I don't really care about either one of them personally. Like, I don't follow their personal lives. I don't care. I don't keep up with them, whether or not. But I saw Justin Bieber sing a cappella at a New Year's Eve thing, and his talent blew me away. Period. And I was like, all right, this kid's got talent, right? And he really does. I'm not a fan of how he lives his life, his lifestyle, and all that, but whatever. He's an amazing talent. And I put Miley Cyrus in that same category, right? I've heard, and here's the thing: I hear things, and I whatever, don't care. But I've followed her decently as far as, like Wrecking Ball came out, and there's been other stuff like that. But like, it was not Saturday night, but the Saturday night before, she sang "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd on Saturday Night Live's music guest, right? And it was awesome. She killed it. She killed it. So I'm a big fan of Miley Cyrus as far as that stuff goes. I think she's super talented. She comes from a talented family. I say what you will about Billy Ray Cyrus, very talented individual. He made it for a reason. And Achy Breaky Heart is kind of a goofy take on things, but that's what sold at the time, right?
Oh, sure.
She comes from a talented background. Dolly Parton considers Miley Cyrus a part of her family.
Right.
Period. And Dolly Parton's an amazing person too. So anyway, I'm a fan in a way that means, like, I support her talent. I don't get a lot of her lifestyle choices. Not going to go there. Some of her new music, I don't, whatever, but super talented. And so kudos. I'm a big fan. Was that JJ that said that? I don't remember.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm like that. So I'm of the same accord. Like Miley Cyrus, incredibly talented. Justin Bieber, surprisingly very talented. Lady Gaga is another one, incredibly talented. It's like, honey, you didn't have to do all the over the top weird stuff. You legit have talent. You could have rode the whole thing on just how well you played the piano and can sing.
I'm gonna go a different direction with Lady Gaga. I kind of like the fact that she rode in on that wave and was super odd and weird and kind of transitioned to a different style and all that. And I think it worked well for her. I think what I like about it is because of how she, we talked about facades earlier, right?
Sure.
She came in on this certain persona and a certain thing that she was going for. And in a weird way, it welcomed everybody to be a part of her music and part of who she was. And, her group, she calls her fans little monsters.
Little monsters. Yeah.
And it's just welcomed a whole different new group of people into the music scene. And I like that. So I think it really, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I think it really served a great purpose. And I think she, I'm with you. She is super talented. I love her music. I've got a lot of her music I've purchased and I have on solid rotation just because, it really speaks to a lot of what I like. So, but man, she's awesome too. It's just the way it is. She's great. And here's the thing is, everybody was talking about how attractive she was back in the day, right? And like now, like without makeup and just being normal, she's also really attractive.
Yeah, no, I agree.
She's attractive, talented. She's doing all this extra work for this raising money for COVID-19 stuff. So she's like philanthropic. Boy, oh boy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
In a heartbeat if I was single.
So Mike, I didn't even think about this. You got to call it. Dang, we've been here for an hour already.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah, we've been rolling for an hour and 4 minutes. It's like, dude, where does the time go?
Yeah.
So, but I know I've got to wrap up. I know wifey's downstairs. Anytime a door or window opens and closes in the house, we get a notification. Now, a little ding, whatever. So I know I need to jump off here. You got plenty of stuff to do this afternoon. So I'm sure, you got to be sensitive to your time. You get a family too, man. So, well, thanks for hanging out today, Mike. I enjoyed the conversation. We had a crazy, crazy amount of comments today. I love that. Love the interaction. And we got a new friend in Poland today. So huge, huge win. Now I get to go celebrate Taco Tuesday in Cinco de Mayo.
Great.
So, wins all around.
Adios, buddy.
Yes, sir. Well, have a good night, Mike. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody here real quick.
See you, bud.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Day 49 in a row. We've done our self-quarantine live stream. We know tomorrow's the end of the daily live stream. That part's coming to a close. I'm been toying with the idea of coming on late at night on Friday or Saturday. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I love all you guys. I hope you stay safe. If you're already a member of the Ray Ray family, I say it all the time. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all being here. If you're brand new to this channel and would like to be a part of the Ray Ray family, all you got to do is smash that red subscribe button. Be sure to click the notification bell so you get a pop-up every time I post a new video. And remember to be biggest. Be what makes somebody else's day great. It's easy to be ugly and mean and say things that tear somebody down, but it's just as easy to be kind and make the world a better place. So thank you all so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, have a good night and stay safe. We'll talk to you soon.